Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari was already one of the biggest bombshells in Formula One history. The most statistically dominant driver of all time teaming up with the most legendary team in motorsports? That's the kind of Hollywood-level storyline that gets fans foaming at the mouth. But just when you thought things couldn't get any more dramatic, here comes Gerhard Berger dropping a statement so wild it might just break the internet. The former Ferrari driver didn't just hype up Hamilton's move. He flat out declared that if Lewis wins a championship with Ferrari, it would be the biggest thing to ever happen in Formula One from a marketing perspective. Let that sink in. We're not just talking about a monumental sporting achievement. We're talking about a marketing goldmine, the kind of thing that would make F1's execs pop champagne and roll around in piles of cash. But hold on a damn second. Is this pipe dream even realistically possible? Can Hamilton actually pull off this insane feat? And if he does, what does it mean for his legacy, for Ferrari's storied history, and for the future of Formula One as a whole? We're about to break it all down, but before we dive into this glorious madness, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. You do not want to miss what's coming next. The move that's got everyone losing their minds. Hamilton to Ferrari isn't just another driver switch. This is a once-in-a-generation moment. The seven-time world champion is stepping into his third F1 team, and with him, he's carrying a 16-year championship drought that has haunted Ferrari fans like a bad hangover. So why does Gerhard Berger think that a Hamilton-Ferrari title win would be the biggest marketing moment in F1 history? Well, Ferrari is already the most iconic team in motorsport, with an army of die-hard fans spanning the entire globe. But when you throw in Hamilton, a man who's not just an F1 legend but also a global icon, activist, fashion mogul, and cultural powerhouse, you get a storyline that transcends the sport itself. A Hamilton championship with Ferrari wouldn't just be headline news in the F1 world, it would be a cultural phenomenon. It would bring attention from places that don't usually give a damn about Formula One. Suddenly, you've got mainstream celebrities, fashion brands, activists, and people who have never watched a single race in their lives all tuning in just to see history unfold. The ultimate redemption arc. Ferrari hasn't won a driver's championship since 2007, when Kimi Räikkönen shocked the world by snatching the title at the last moment. Since then, nothing but heartbreak. They've come close, they've had flashes of brilliance, but at the end of the day, they've always fumbled the bag. Ferrari fans have endured agonizing crashes, internal team drama, painful choke jobs, and years of watching Red Bull, Mercedes, and even McLaren take turns dominating the grid. But imagine this, Lewis freaking Hamilton being the one to bring Ferrari back to the top. That would be one of the greatest comeback stories in the history of sports, a moment that would be etched in stone forever. But here's the million-dollar question. Can Hamilton actually do it? The verdict. Can Hamilton pull this off? According to Berger? Hell yes, he can. The Austrian firmly believes Ferrari has what it takes to fight for a championship in 2025. He pointed out that last season, Ferrari was consistently fast, only being held back by a few crucial mistakes. And with the right leadership and fewer boneheaded errors, Ferrari has the raw pace to compete for both the constructors' and drivers' titles. Berger specifically highlighted Fred Vasseur's leadership as a game-changer. Unlike some of Ferrari's previous bosses, who absolutely crumbled under the insane pressure that comes with running the biggest team in motorsport history. So, could Hamilton's Ferrari adventure end with championship glory? If the stars align, if Ferrari stops shooting itself in the foot, and if Lewis brings his A-game, then yeah, this might just be the greatest fucking story F1 has ever seen. And if it happens, you bet your ass we'll be here to cover every second of it. Stay tuned, because this saga is only getting started. Berger has been calm, calculated, and as methodical as a damn Swiss watch in his approach. Fred Vasseur's decision to bring in Sir Lewis freaking Hamilton was seen by many as a risky-ass move, but according to Gerhard Berger, it was exactly what Ferrari needed. In his eyes, Vasseur has managed to purge the chaos that has haunted Ferrari for years. I trust Fred Vasseur to get rid of this volatility in the system. It took time, but I think they're really close now. They've got a strong engine, a solid chassis, And let's be real, two of the best damn drivers on the grid. Ferrari has already proven they're making serious strides in development, and with the all-new SF25, they're going all in to close the gap with Red Bull and McLaren. Berger even went as far as betting that Ferrari will win a title in 2025, though he didn't exactly specify whether it would be Hamilton or Leclerc bringing home the Drivers' Championship, or if Ferrari would settle for the Constructors' title instead. And that brings us to one of the spiciest questions of all. Who the hell will be Ferrari's top dog? Hamilton versus Leclerc, a battle for supremacy. Hamilton might have the wisdom of a 7-time world champion, but Leclerc is Ferrari's golden boy, the homegrown talent, the one who's bled red since day one. He knows the team inside out, has deep relationships with the engineers, the strategists, even the damn coffee guy. While Hamilton has been crushing it in early testing, Leclerc isn't about to roll out the red carpet for him. If Ferrari ends up actually fighting for a title, the real war won't just be against Red Bull or McLaren. It'll be inside their own damn garage. So, here's the big question. Who will Ferrari back? Will Hamilton's decades of championship-winning experience give him the edge? Or will Leclerc's familiarity with the team and deep-rooted heartbreaks drive him to outshine the F1 legend? Fred Vasseur has played it safe, saying Ferrari will give equal treatment to both drivers at the start of the season. But let's be real, if Berger's prediction is right and Ferrari is seriously in the title fight, they'll have no choice but to pick a side. Somebody's gonna get team orders slapped in their face, and when that happens, shit's gonna get real messy. The obstacles standing in Ferrari and Hamilton's way. Berger's claim is bold as hell, but let's not get carried away. Winning won't be a walk in the park. There are some serious roadblocks ahead. Red Bull is still the goddamn team to beat. Verstappen and his crew have been steamrolling the competition for years, and even with the regulation shake-up in 2026, they still have the upper hand. McLaren is breathing down everyone's neck. With Norris and Piastri turning up the heat, Ferrari can't afford to drop the ball. Mercedes could stage a comeback. Hamilton's old squad might have a point to prove, and you can bet George Russell is itching to prove that Mercedes was right to move on from Lewis. Ferrari cannot afford to screw up. If they really want to snatch the title, they need to nail every single goddamn detail. Flawless strategy, lightning-fast pit stops, and car development that doesn't fall flat halfway through the season. Is Berger right? Berger's prediction has sent shockwaves through the F1 world, but does it actually hold weight? If Hamilton somehow pulls this off, it wouldn't just be a legendary sporting achievement, it would be a marketing masterstroke. Ferrari and Hamilton's brands would skyrocket into the stratosphere, hitting levels of fame and fortune we haven't seen before in F1. The 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the wildest in recent history, and with Hamilton rocking the red suit, the stakes have never been higher. Will he deliver the ultimate comeback story? Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has already ignited an F1 firestorm, but with the new season lurking just around the corner, the real test is about to begin. Buckle the fuck up. Lewis Hamilton's blockbuster switch to Ferrari isn't just about swapping teams. This is about taking on one of the biggest goddamn challenges of his entire career. Winning a title with Ferrari wouldn't just cement his place among the all-time greats, it would be a historic game-changer for the most legendary team in motorsport. But let's not kid ourselves, the road ahead is gonna be rough as hell. Ferrari hasn't touched a championship trophy since 2008, and while they've definitely made strides, they're still locked in a brutal war against Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes. These teams aren't just gonna roll over and let Ferrari waltz back to the top. And then there's the ticking time bomb brewing inside Ferrari itself, the internal power struggle. Hamilton versus Leclerc. Who's gonna be Ferrari's alpha? Hamilton may be bringing in 7 world titles, decades of experience, and the ability to handle pressure like a goddamn superhero. But Leclerc isn't some rookie sidekick. He's Ferrari's golden child, the fan favorite who has spent years building tight relationships within the team. He knows how Ferrari operates inside and out. So, who gets the #1 status? Is Hamilton's big match experience going to give him the edge? Or will Leclerc's long-standing loyalty and deep-rooted connections within Ferrari keep him ahead? One thing's for damn sure, this fight won't be settled over coffee and croissants. If Ferrari finds itself in a legitimate title race, they'll have to pick a side. Team orders are inevitable, and when that moment comes, expect fireworks bigger than an Italian Grand Prix podium celebration. The high-stakes battle for Ferrari's redemption. Every single race, every strategy call, and every upgrade in 2025 is going to be make or break for Ferrari's desperate mission to reclaim the throne. There's no more room for boneheaded mistakes or Ferrari classic fuck-ups. If they want to dethrone Red Bull, they'll have to execute with military precision. Can Hamilton rise to the occasion and deliver Ferrari's first title in nearly 2 decades? That's the multi-million-dollar question. He's got unmatched experience, a ruthless hunger for victory, and the ability to pull magic out of thin air when it matters most. But even for a 7-time champion, this is no walk in the park. 2025 is shaping up to be a gladiator-style showdown. Pure skill, masterful strategy, and relentless endurance all clashing on the biggest stage in motorsport. The stakes couldn't be higher. And all eyes will be locked on Hamilton to see if he can pull off the impossible and make history once again. So, what do you think? Does Hamilton have the firepower to lead Ferrari back to championship glory? Or is this challenge too damn steep, even for one of the greatest drivers of all time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the madness of F1, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more exclusive, behind-the-scenes content. We've got all the latest updates, insider info, and high-stakes drama coming your way as Hamilton's Ferrari roller coaster unfolds. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Buckle the fuck up, 2025 is gonna be wild.